Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule with peace and salutations to all you Akim pushing out this word with truth, sincerity, and charity. It's the brother Yeshariah, GMS Chicago camp, just coming to you with a quick sit down. I try not to. Nah, never, man. I try to. I just feel like that. When it comes to like these, like Jake pastors, man, fake pastors, if you want to say. I probably did a couple of videos already on this dude, T.D. Jakes, man. But it's like every time I hear somebody say his name, or and that's really how this came about. It kind of irks me. Not just because he a big bald-headed liar, but man, he's playing with the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And he's leading hundreds of thousands of people astray, man. He's leading them away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but everything is ordained by the Lord anyways. But I don't think this is the last video that I'm going to do on this dude, But Lord willing is edifying. This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they are not, for filthy lucre's sake." So I'm gonna pull up this video and we're gonna play a little bit of it, because sometimes I really be wanting to ask these pastors, like, what the heck are they talking about? And this was something that I ran across. I seen somebody else, basically, looking at this. So I looked at it and I wanted to hear what the heck the man was saying. And the dude, he's just making some stuff sound good, look good, and that's what all these so-called pastors do in these whorehouses, man. They put on these shows for these 5 people. It's just like a big freaking concert. Everybody come and they dress up and they Sunday best clothes, so to speak, and they just sit there for hours getting lied to, looking up other men's, women's skirts and crap, man. And the name of the video is called Manipulators. And he's the biggest manipulator that I freaking know.
To death, you'll preach yourself into the grave. You'll have a nervous breakdown. You can't understand, how can I get them delivered on Wednesday night and they're tied up by Sunday morning? It's because they never did it for the right reason. But if I don't get my job, I heard there's a promotion coming up, so I'm going to give a special offering. But if I don't get that position, you see, ladies and gentlemen, there is a spirit of manipulation that has crept in to many of our lives, where once we understand how any system works, we start working the system. And we become dangerous, because we'll give you a little worship if you give me something. Manipulators will send you a few roses if you give them something. Manipulators come to church, but they have a hidden agenda, and they'll get in the choir, but you gotta give them something. They'll get up under your ministry, but if you don't give them a position, they soon gonna walk up and leave you. You got to Oh God. And so you join the church because a lot of business people go to the church and you in the lobby passing out business cards because you don't even understand why we're here. And so
that's enough of that, you know. But I'm gonna just hit a couple of points, man, you know, because the man said he's basically scoffing people in his ministry, so to speak, or his congregation, for passing out business cards and promoting their business in a place of business. That's all those churches are, man. You know, so-called churches, whorehouses, man. It's just a big business, man. And that's not what he doing, and now everybody else wrong for, you know, for trying to basically get they money in the dang on place of business. But look at this video.
fear for you to be angry at.
Skip what he talking about. Just look. It says text TDJM to whatever, and then look at the bottom and say it's an example. You text the number, and then you say for a donation of $50. So you text your name. I mean, you text this number, and you talking about people trying to promote their business. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 2. It says, feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre's sake, but of a ready mind. So that's why we have to continue to study, pray, ask the Lord to keep the Spirit upon us, because we want to have a ready mind when it comes to anybody saying anything contrary to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Cut to myself first and foremost, you know. We have to continue to study, receive these breakdowns, you know, watch the videos, you know, man, and just learn as much as we can learn, man, you know, because these guys really out here, man, they really out here hurting Yasharala, man, you know, as a whole, you know, but we know that 2/3 of our people have to be destroyed anyway, and that's going that so-called Christianity is going to be one of the major reasons why our people is going to be destroyed, you know, believing that they can find salvation in some whorehouse, you know, which the book of Acts 17 and 24, I believe, you know, tells you that Yahweh dwelleth not in temples made with hands. But I'm pretty sure you'll never hear the so-called pastors in these whorehouses pull out certain scriptures, man, you know, because they have to feed the congregation what they can feed them to receive the benefits, you know. But it says, you know, neither as being lords over Yahweh's heritage, but being examples to the flock. They don't keep the customs of Israelites. The man had his head shaved, you know, he wearing all types of homosexual looking apparel, you know. It's not right, man, you know. It says in the book of Jeremiah, is 23 and man, I don't know where to start. All right, I'm gonna just hit the major point, man. You know, I'm going to just start right here. Verse 13. Jeremiah 23:13 says, "And I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err." So that's the Lord making that possessive pronoun again. My people Israel, man, he caused us to err, and that's what T.D. Jakes is doing. Those same fake prophets of old is the same fake prophets now, man. Causing our people to err. But it says, I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem, and horrible thing, they commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doth return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. To the meaning, man, these people they're gonna get destroyed just like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And how he strengthened the hand of the evildoers, man. He's partaking. He's under that 501c3 startup. Basically, that's what the wicked want him to do, and they paying him for this. They giving him TV shows, all types of just. So goddamn holy, sitting up here getting lied to, though, about to receive their destruction, man. But it says, verse 16, it says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord." And that's what they doing, man. It says, they say still unto them that despise me, the Lord has said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto every one that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. And that's not true, because, man, we supposed to, for one, rejoice in the affliction that we're going through. Being Israelites, all of us are going through some type of affliction. But that's what these pastors teach these people in these whorehouses, that everything is going to be okay. No evil shall come upon you. Just pay your tithes. But he's telling people to pay their tithes with a good heart. Pay your tithes. You got to give unto the Lord. You heard him say something about a promotion or something. But like, God dog, dude, like, you sitting up here lying to people, but and asking me for my money, but now when it come to me, want to pay my money for a dang on, some type of consolation, the same as you doing, now it's a problem. That's why those people are some big freaking hypocrites, man. Those Jake pastors, man, the ones of the circumcision, man, they are big hypocrites, man, and they don't know what the heck they talking about, and their mouths must be stopped, man. So I doubt it. Like I say, I doubt if this will be the last video that I'll make on one of these fake pastors. And I'm talking about all of them, not just T.D. Jakes, man. All of them, man. Or anybody that's holding the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in unrighteousness, man. With not a pure heart, with not a pure mind, But it says in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them." And that's what I'm waiting on, patiently, man. Man, like I say, it irks me when I hear people talk about these pastors, but hey, I'm not jealous of them or anything. I'm not jealous because they have a TV show or because, they get followers or viewers on YouTube. But no, man, it's because they playing with the word of the Lord, and more so, they got people like my mom and people that I love, that's following them, But destruction is coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's going to be righteous judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So we must continue to wait. Shalom. Wow, Baba Bo.